laundering and terrorist financing. The President told newsmen that the senators and representatives are fully aware of the importance of passing these measures for the country not to be blacklisted. Among the measures undergoing review are Senate Bill 3009, which allows the Anti-Money Laundering Council to inspect bank accounts it deems suspicious even without informing the depositor first, and SB 2676, or the Terrorist Financing Suppression Act, which expands the coverage of the Anti-Money Laundering Act to include terrorist financing. The Court of Appeals has affirmed the guilty verdict meted by a trial court against two cousins who raped and strangled to death a LaSalle student before dropping her body in a creek inside a posh subdivision in Parañaque City in March 2001. In a 39-page decision penned by Associate Justice Agnes Reyes Carpio, the CA's 10th Division found no grave abuse of discretion on the part of Judge Raul de Leon of the Parañaque Regional Trial Court, who meted life imprisonment on Nieves Constancio and his cousin Ernesto Berry. The CA said that Constancio and Berry conspired in abducting the victim and took turns in raping her and beating her up. The accused then strangled her, causing her instantaneous death. Afterwards, decided to dump her body at the San Antonio Valley Subdivision Creek. The CA also affirmed that the trial court's order for the accused to jointly pay the heirs of Feliciano the amount of 245,000 pesos as actual and moral damages. The assailant of Malacanang reporter Ferdinand Angeles of the Daily Tribune has been charged before the court, a move welcomed by Angeles' family. More on this from Alvin Baltasar.
Prosecuted murder have been filed against Paul from Copan before the Pasig City Prosecutor's Office. Faisal is said to be one of the two gunmen who shot Daily Tribune reporter Ferdinand Angeles last week and spent Saturday night to Pasig Councilor Rodrigo Asilo. According to Pasig Chief of Police, Superintendent Jesse Cardona, they have strong solid pieces of evidence that was Faisal in the prospective murder charges. Cardona said that they consider the case as closed already, though two suspects are still being hunted down. Alvin Baltasar reporting for PBS News.
President Aquino explains why government cannot grant calls to cut the value-added tax on oil. The president said that that cut on oil, that is from 12% to 10%, would tend to increase consumption, thus increasing demand for oil and further contributing to the rise on pump prices. And instead of making a generic action to address the oil price hikes, Pinoy said Aquino what the administration has been doing is a targeted approach, such as the reloading of cash assistance on the cards of public transport sector. He added that the government has suspended its plan to raise the fare on the light rail transit and the metro rail transit to assist the riding public. The Department of Transportation and Communication is planning to increase the fares on mass rail transport to lessen the government subsidy, which runs in billions of pesos annually. Several oil companies in the country announced an increase in the prices of petroleum products starting today. Shell has imposed a 0.70 centavo increase per liter of unleaded and premium gasoline, while a 60 centavo increase for diesel, kerosene, and regular gasoline. The price hike took effect at 12:01 this morning. Another oil firm, Total, also imposed a price hike on its oil products at 6 a.m. today. President Aquino says that the planned exploration of the Recto Bank or Reed Bank of Palawan province will continue despite Taiwan's protest. The president stressed that the Recto Bank is not part of the disputed Spratly Islands, saying he assumes that Taiwan is adopting the People's Republic of China's 9-dash policy. China's 9-dash line forms a U-shaped line around almost the whole South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea area, in which Beijing claims as part of its territory. The chief executive pointed out that even before he became president in 2010, exploration has been conducted in the Recto Bank. Meanwhile, Pinay reiterated that resolving the issue on the West Philippine Sea could not be done using force, adding that the Philippines and neighboring nations such as China need each other to grow. House of Representatives has approved the second reading of bill granting tax incentives for manufacture, assembly, and conversion and importation of electric, hybrid, and other alternative fuel vehicles. The bill is aimed at promoting the use of hybrid vehicles to lessen the country's dependence on oil and protect the environment from harmful or harmful carbon emissions. This report from EMA parties.
The video also aimed at bringing down the cost of such vehicles, which is beyond the reach given of taxpayers along onto the bill. The final bill is the consolidation of several measures adopted by Representative Ruth Rodriguez and the other city. In Matlama Rodriguez, the party list group but on the Mindanao, Permilos the Mandanas of Batanga, Rodriguez the third, and on Albert C. of Batan, and Mayan Louis Flexa, the other lock of the earth. The user defines electric vehicle more than equally the purpose of electric motors, I voted before both different hybrid bike, the first vehicle, and the term both technology with the battery powered electric combustion engine with a battery to have both propulsion system. On the other hand, alternative fuel vehicle, any vehicle using alternative sources of energy such as, but that limits the solar, wind, hydrogen, fuel cell, compressed natural gas, liquefied natural gas, and liquefied petroleum gas. EMA Parties, PBS News.
Labor Secretary Rosalina Baldos is elated over reports of the National Statistics Office that the employment level in the country has increased by 3% in January 2012. Baldos noted that the NSO reports were a good barometer of the government's overall efforts to promote employment and create an economic environment conducive to